Well, Scorpio, as the planets, Mercury, Sun, and your ruler, one of them, Mars, moves into the upper part of your horoscope right now in the ninth house, you can start to feel that sense of excitement and opportunity coming back to you after that rather patchy period we've been talking about for a couple of years now. Now, this year, when Mars and Sun move to this upper part of your horoscope, firstly, you're going to be educating yourself in a whole lot of new areas. You're prepping yourself for what I think is going to be an exciting second half of 2017 for you, especially in your professional area. And we see, as an example, the transit of the Sun to the professional sector in your case. I'm just having a look at the charts here on the 23rd of July. That's a little later in the month, but still enough there to keep you confident about what's going on. We see also recently, astrologers don't talk about this much, the transit of the North Node moving out of your 11th house, out of Virgo, into Leo, because this planet, it's actually a very shadowy electromagnetic point in the heavens, has moved into your career sector. This can show a really big shift, almost like a karmic shift for many of you born under Scorpio, in terms of really connecting with what you should be doing now. Now that could mean possibly shifting away from what you've been doing if your inner intuition is telling you that this is the proper move. Cheers. That may not be difficult, especially if you've become accustomed to, the habitual way of doing things, earning money. This does take quite a bit of courage to break out of that. That may not happen immediately, but the Sun will usher in a period of opportunity, success. Mars is going to give you the dynamic drive you need. That's after the 20th. So actually Mars moves there first, then the Sun. These two planets together have immense directional strength in the upper part of your horoscope. And whereas you've probably felt a little complacent over the past few months, these planets will kick you up the backside. Rather, you'll kick yourself up the backside, but these planets reflect that. So again, you're motivated at this time. We see also there is a full moon taking place in your third house. Talk about courage. Third house is about desire. To get the courage to do something, you've really got to be impassioned to do that. And this full moon is your ninth ruler. Again, this ninth house where the planets are, the ruler of that ninth house, again, making its presence felt by being full, shows your ability to really step into a direction that you may not have been comfortable with before. That ninth house is showing us the educational pursuits. Maybe not even, typical institutions or that sort of thing. This could just be your own research, gaining an insight into areas that are going to help you now along this new career path, or at least this new path which indicates you're bringing to it a whole new attitude, a whole new understanding based upon this research. Self-education is basically what I'm saying. And it's intense because this full moon takes place very near Pluto, your ruling planet in the third house. It has to do with your mind. It has to do with short journeys. I think this has more to do with an attitudinal shift from what I can see here. And this is all great stuff. Speaking about the 10th house, and I'm focusing a lot on this, the new moon takes place on the 24th, there itself in the 10th house of your profession. So if we're talking about some new thing happening, some opportunity to move away from what you've been doing for a long time, this new moon after the 24th will definitely bring to light those opportunities, giving you the opportunity to move forward in a big way, I think. Venus is really going to provide some good opportunities in your love life, your romance, your personal relationships, as it rules your 7th house, and that also after the 19th, when it moves into a really favourable aspect to Jupiter, one of your lucky planets as well, ruling your 5th house. Turn that alarm off. But then around the 25th, an opposition to Saturn. So there's some conflict associated with you and your partner, your spouse, opposition of views, opposition of ideology. So you need to be careful of that. There can be a cooling off of the affections while this aspect and transit take place. The month finishes off on a good note, however, with that really exciting Venus-Uranus sextile. The sextile is a 60-degree aspect. It's easy, a 3-11 combination, which we call as open friendship. So this could have to do with meeting some new people, some people that are going to really stimulate your intellect, maybe even your heart. So that's a great note to end on. Don't forget to take a look at the more detailed analysis at astrology.com.au, the monthly, the daily, yearly readings, lots of other opportunities there for you to delve into the science and art of astrology with our free psychic readings, and of course the opportunity to drill down a lot more deeply into your horoscope if you'd like to have a personal reading with myself or one of the many other practitioners that we have affiliated with the site. Till next month, take care. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.